Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Jay and Kimberly here. We're coming to you early today because it's beautiful out and we wanted to be outside.
Oh, we
for
did.
a
It's
change.
so nice out. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow, and we thought, let's take this chance to do it right now while we can.
Yeah, so we came outside and it's been kind of nice because since the gyms are closed and my club Pilates, that I've been kind of taking walks and hikes lately, and it's just amazing how many people are out walking with their kids and riding bikes, and oh my gosh, it's just
great.
a wonderful thing to see. Like, that's how I was raised. Miss you too, Kathy. Hope you're well and your family. Anyway, it's been so great to just see all these people in my neighborhood out and about and with their dogs and their kids and riding bikes. And it reminds me of when I was young and how I was raised when I was young. We were all outside, right?
Right. Oh,
yeah.
I was, absolutely.
Yeah, so it is amazing, and there's so much hope out there. And then the other thing that I'm noticing too is, nature is still around. Like, that hasn't stopped. Like, even
Right.
though our world right now is at a standstill, nature is still going. Like, I'm still seeing the birds, and they're all mating and all this stuff. So it's been wonderful.
And the weather's been amazing. And this is that time of year where we look around at the mountains, we see they're green, they're
And they're
amazingly
blooming,
green,
full of
and they're
flowers.
blooming. And this is what we love. And here we are stuck having to be at home or staying out of work. Some of you,
For some of
you are
us,
working
yeah.
out of the house. Some of you aren't working because you have no choice, and we're really sorry. We'll pray for you that that changes quickly. And some of you are in businesses like mine and Kimberly's where, it's affected because the real estate market's affected by the stock market dropping. And the remodels, I'm hoping I'll be able to pick up the slack for a little bit. And we don't expect it to go on very long, and we certainly pray that it won't.
And there's, there will be a correction, and there is hope because real estate is still well and alive. One of these people on my team just listed a house on Friday, and she got multiple offers, and it's already under contract. Okay, and I'm just closing on a new build tomorrow. There's things still happening. So, there's a lot of fear out there and a lot of uncertainty, especially when you watch the media and you see certain things. But just know that don't be afraid.
Look at the facts of what's going on with everything around us. I was around in 2001 when 9/11 happened, and most of you were
Yeah,
too.
so was I. We just had our baby.
We lost everything in 2008, 2009, which is what most of this video was about, and the troubles that we fought through. And here we are in another event where it's starting to affect our market, both the real estate and the stock market and all that. And this isn't caused by some falsified, boosted up companies that were creating something that wasn't real.
Or
This
giving
is-
loans to people that they shouldn't have given
all
loans.
of that
all that was going
wasn't
on.
created. That's not what's happened. That's not where
This
we're
is
at.
a global pandemic, right? So this is affecting everybody, right?
And we know that this isn't a severe pandemic. It was the other day they had that movie that said Outbreak came out and 100% mortality rate. And it's like, really? You had to play something like that? Let's add to the fear. No, it's just that. It's a movie. What we're dealing with right now is you need to be very cautious. You need to take care of yourself. You need to keep distances as they're studying. It's helping, and it's making a big difference in our country.
And slowing it down, right?
And it's slowing it down, and it's working. But some of the things that I wanted to talk about, which was Kimberly, I want to back up a little bit because she was talking about what she was seeing, going hiking and all that stuff. I've been working at a project out at Chaparral and Miller for the last 2.5 months now, 3 months. And in January and February, there was a few people at the park when I drive by, and really not that many people. But the last few days, I'm noticing, I was pointing out to Braxton, there's like 6 guys not associated with each other from what I could tell. They're all doing push-ups at one of those stations there at Hayden Park, at Chaparral, excuse me, in Hayden, and the lakes, and there's people walking their dogs, and they're out hanging out. They're trying to find something to do for those who have to just stay in the house.
Active, and actually staying active is good for your immune system and fresh air. So get out and be active,
Yeah, and some of these things that we're seeing are good. I mean, so this may be something that
And our
changes.
dogs are tired because they've been getting all these walks.
Right. So
For Abby, who's watching.
Right. So the funny thing is that we're getting good results from all this stuff too. This is not what we want. This is not what God wanted. This is not anything that God ever wanted, because when He created us, He created perfect Eden. There was never supposed to be death or sickness or any of that. But as we as human beings seek God and look for what path are we supposed to walk in when these types of things happen, and we seek Him, and we're doing all the right things. We're walking, we're spending time with our kids. Sometimes
we're worshiping,
frustrated
like
with
I'm
our
just
kids.
worshiping and looking at nature and spending time with our kids. Like, we broke the Wii out. Like, we haven't played the Wii in years. And instead of them locked in their rooms, they're out with us playing on the Wii. And, you know, we took a trip to Culver's and went through the drive-thru and got ice cream. So there's still a lot of fun things that you can do.
And hang out with the kids and play board games. And it's like they're bored. Like, for like right now.
Because they're out of school.
Yeah, well, our kids are supposed to be out. I think most people right now are having spring break, and we couldn't go anywhere.
Right.
You know, so you still got to create some fun for the kids, for those of you who have kids, and for those of you who don't, you know, just take those nice walks and enjoy this amazing weather that we have right now. Baseball season was supposed to start today. All these things affecting sports. You know what? Maybe it's not so bad that we're not sitting in front of our TVs, glued to the TV, watching a baseball game, watching what's going on with basketball, because right now we should be in the tournaments of the college hoops right now, and all that stuff. Maybe it's not so bad that there's something else that we need to do, spending time with our family, getting to know each other for those who have been so busy and now can't be. Maybe it's a good thing, a good opportunity that God, you know, is showing us. Maybe we should just connect.
And maybe we should just take a time out, right? It's kind of like a time out. So it's showing us, hey, I'm still God. I'm still here. I'm still in control. And a time to reflect and be grateful. Like,
we have amazing.
We have so much to be grateful for. Yeah, it's a little weird. You know, like Jay and I last night, we have our date night normally. Braxton normally goes to youth and we get a little date night. Guess what? That didn't happen. But you know what? It's okay. This is just a moment, and this too shall pass. And those of you, you know, there's other jobs being created. Some jobs are going away, but there's other new jobs that are being created.
And a lot of the people who are in the entertainment business and the businesses that have to do with hotels and restaurants, you know, most of them are going to reopen. And
everything
I mean,
like
90%
Fox Sports
of them.
restaurants. You know, some of these big places will still be
well, even
around.
the smaller ones, most of them are going to be fine. And those of you who work in those smaller restaurants already know, you probably know the owners personally, you know what's going on, and there's 95% of everybody's going to be just fine. You know, in my opinion, I'm not an expert, but most of these are going to be fine again. You're going to have your jobs back, but we don't know when. And of course, we're in the same boat. You know, real estate, remodeling. Some people don't want somebody in their home right now.
A lot of people are waiting, you know, to see what the market does and see what the interest rates do.
And they're worried about
and they're
somebody
worried,
in their
like
house. Yeah.
People right now are for remodel. They're kind of waiting. You know, we're just kind of on a pause.
Right.
But just know that this will pass, and to just reflect and just enjoy nature and be grateful for the things and the blessings that you do have. And help others. This is a time for us to give.
Absolutely.
To give our time and to help others.
Are you talking to your parents if you have parents that are older?
Yeah.
Or, you know, I don't
Are
talk
you helping
to my,
your family?
Are you helping friends that, you know, older friends, especially for those of you who have friends that are older? Are you sure they're okay? You know, that's something that we've been, you know, checking in on now. And I'm calling my mom more than I ever have her. She's grateful because I never did do it enough anyways. But she's 87. I should be calling her all the time. And, you know, there's just things that we can do that we can open up, because now that we have some free time, let's make good use of it as God would call you to do. Right. Especially with those around you who would like to see or be helped right now, because they're in fear, and your confidence can make a difference for them right now.
Yeah, we need to be the light to those that are in major fear and don't believe, and they need hope, right? We need to be that light and hope for them. And the other thing too is, like, my daughter just the other day, she went shopping for my mom. I mean, it's showing our children too that we can't be as selfish as we were before. We need to go help out. And these are the things that are going on, and it's seeing our community rally and be there for each other. That's amazing. Right. Too. And being kind to everybody, and just taking that extra step and giving a lot of grace. We need to give a lot of grace to those
who are afraid
and just upset.
Those people buying all the toilet paper, forgive them.
Yeah.
You know, I can't get paper towels, forgive them.
I can't even get tissue. But, you know, I mean, it's just like, we don't know what they're going through, right? We don't know what their
fears are, or why they're afraid,
or their circumstance. So we have to give a lot of grace. And be out there and help out. Like, I just posted something about they're in need of blood big time. So you can go give blood, And I'm going to reach out and see if anybody needs childcare. There are a lot of first responders, healthcare professionals. Their kids are now at home and they don't have childcare.
And pray for those healthcare professionals, especially
that
too,
they don't get sick,
because they're
right?
in the midst of all this. They're every day they're on the battle, in the front lines of the battle, where they're getting people walking in the door who may have the coronavirus, and every time that happens, and they have to contact somebody like this, they're at risk. Even though they probably have all the protections,
Right.
they're still at risk. Pray for them, and if you can help somebody like that too, especially while they're going through all this and probably working longer hours than they're used to as well, just
And
trying to help out.
go to your favorite little neighborhood restaurant that's still open and doing takeout. Go take out some pizzas or some pasta dishes and take them over to the fire department. You know, this is a time to reach out, to show love, to just spread the hope.
A light on a
and
hill
love.
cannot be easily hidden.
Right,
And that's
right.
what God wants us to be always.
And he's just bringing us back to the simplest things in life. And you're welcome, Kathy. Thank you guys for watching. And we're here if you need prayer, if you just need some encouragement.
If you need help with something, you need
Yeah,
somebody
if you
to
need
do
anybody
something.
to help,
Yeah,
we're
absolutely.
here. We're well. We're fine.
Right.
Keep your immune systems up. They say heat is good, so get out and walk. Get out in the
Fresh
fresh
air.
air and lots of vitamin C, and just spread love. Negativity is not good. It will break down your immune system. So keep positive and keep looking to the Lord. And we love you guys. Have a blessed week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye now.
Bye.